friends. Happy Fun Friday. Today is day 169 of learning, and I can tell that you have been working so hard. My mind is blown. I took some time this week to listen to your recordings on reading A to Z, and it is incredible to see the progress that you're making as super readers. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing fractions. Yesterday we learned about halves. Today we're going to be learning about thirds and fourths, and I'm going to have a new challenge for you to complete on iExcel. We're also going to be reading a new Froggy adventure because it's Froggy Friday. The title of this book is Froggy Goes to School. Well, guess who else went to school recently? I did. On Tuesday, I stopped by to get several of your belongings so I could organize them and have your parents pick them up next week. And guess what I found on my desk? A special surprise. I found a beautiful letter from our friend Lila, and I want to share it with you. It says, "To Mrs. Watkins, thank you for being my teacher," from Lila. And Lila was so kind enough that she attached this beautiful pom-pom headband to it. I've always wanted one of these. And today I thought to myself, I'm totally going to wear it for our learning time. So thank you, Lila, for brightening up my day and making me feel so special. And I hope that you are watching right now and seeing how fabulous I look in this awesome pom-pom headband. Well, let's dive in with phonemic awareness. Because it's Friday, we got to get our groove on. How's it going with those nursery rhymes? Did you know if you can memorize 8 nursery rhymes, you have amazing skills that will help you become an outstanding reader the older you get. So keep up the great work with learning those nursery rhymes. Speaking of rhymes, are you ready for rhyme time? Which word rhymes with square? Screen or stare? Which word rhymes with snoop? Scoop or snap? Which word rhymes with stain? Sprain or stamp? Which word rhymes with skate? Skirt or state? Which word rhymes with smart? Stain or start? Beginning sounds. We're going to be reviewing some blends, so I want you to tell me what blend you hear at the beginning of these words. Ready? I'm going to give you a set of 2 words in each set. Ready? Swan, swing. Swa. Scarf, scare. Sk. Step, steam. St. Speech, space. Snail, snore. Sn. Smoke, smock. Very good. I'm going to say the sounds. You're going to blend the word. Ready? Stain. Stain. Okay, try these ones by yourself. Ready? L. Sk. Oop. Ot. Ease. Ice. Span. Spand. Ooh, that one had 5 sounds. Try the next one. Ug. Slide. Very good. Ending sounds. Today, I'm going to give you a set of 3 words, and they're each going to end with the same sound. What sound do you hear at the end of nice, class, face? S. That's right. What sound do you hear at the end of late, moat, flat? What sound do you hear at the end of fizz, jazz, sneeze? Which sound do you hear at the end of tin, man, clean? Very good. Try these words. Which sound do you hear at the end of rack, took, check. Which sound do you hear at the end of sim? Oh, let me try that again. Him, slime, home. Which sound do you hear at the end of cube, rub, cab? B. Page 1, all done. It's time for me to say the word and for you to chop the sound. Ready? I say a word, then you say a word, then chop it, chop it. I say a word, then you say a word, then chop it, chop it. Get ready. Got your chopping tools ready? Let's do it. Swam. Swam. Try these ones on your own. Steep. Skip. Snake. Smudge. Snag. Steak. Slope. Sketch. Spun. Adding sounds. We're going to add some blends to these word parts. Ready? Add sl to ump. Add sk to it. Add sw to im. Add st to uck. Add sl to am. We're going to take some sounds away. We're going to take away the beginning blends in these words. Stack without st. Scab without sk. Stop without st. Spill without sp. Swell without sw. Page 2, all through. We're going to change some beginning sounds. We're going to change these blends. Change sleet with sw. Change stare to sp. Change style with sm. Change sweep to sl. Change smoke to sp. All right, friends, we're going to be reviewing our L blends today. Ready? Blend. Picture. Sound. CL, clock, coal. Blend. Picture. Sound. SL, slide, slow. Blend. Picture. Sound. GL, glove, goal. Blend. Picture. Sound. PL, plane, pull. Blend. Picture. Sound. FL, flower, full. Blend. Picture. Sound. BL, block, bull. This week we worked on it's raining, it's pouring. So today I want to show you a fun new way to read it. I like to call this robot reading. So when a robot reads, they don't have any intonation. Can you say intonation? It's a really big word for a kindergartner. Intonation means our voices have different sounds. They go up and down, and sometimes they go low, and sometimes they go high. And that's intonation, but robots don't have that. So their tone is flat. It's monotone. Can you say monotone? That means there's only one sound. So today I'm going to model how to recite it's raining, it's pouring like a robot. Ready? Okay. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. Ready to try it? Okay, your turn. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. This time we're going to add some robot arms. Ready? It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. What's your favorite way to recite this rhyme? You know what my favorite is. Rapping it out. Well, Next week, we'll have more fun things to look forward to in phonemic awareness. Give yourselves a thumbs up for doing your very best. It's time for us to dive in with our quick math review on fractions. Yesterday, I introduced fractions that are parts of a whole. We know that fractions are pieces of a whole part. We learned about what it's called when a fraction has two parts. They're called halves. 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1 whole. But not like a hole like you have in your shoe, like a whole piece of something. So today we're going to be diving in with halves, thirds, and fourths. So halves are 2 equal parts. These are the same as yesterday, right? I want to show you about thirds. Thirds are 3 equal parts. Can you say that? Thirds are 3 equal parts. And fourths are 4 equal parts. So halves have 2 parts, thirds have 3 parts, fourths have 4 parts. Now, friends, IXL loves to challenge kids with non-examples. So these are things that are not halves. They might trick you into thinking they're halves, but they're not. So don't let it get the best of you. Do you see how these cannot be halves? They are not equal pieces. See how this piece is way smaller than this piece? Don't get fooled. Now look at this one. These are examples of not thirds. So don't get fooled by these either, because see this little itty bitty piece at the top of the triangle? It's not equal to the bottom part. Take a look at this. These are not fourths. Why? Because they are not equal. So yesterday I was having a little technical difficulties on the video with IXL. But yesterday I challenged you with trying IXL Math Kinder 01, which helped us learn about equal parts yesterday. Today I want to challenge you with 02, which is identifying halves, thirds, and fourths. So what you're going to do is you're going to log in under Kinder Math and scroll all the way down to 02. So let me show you what that looks like, and we'll do a couple together. I'll walk you through it. We're going to learn with an example. I'm already here. And you know that this little speaker can help you read the question.
Which figure shows fourths?
Which figure shows fourths? Do you see that? Well, they both show 4 pieces, but which one has 4 equal pieces? This one. So we're going to hit submit, and it says awesome. Let's try another one. This time it says, which figure shows thirds? So we're looking for 3 equal pieces. This one can't be it because see that this piece right here is way too big. So we're going to choose this one. It says keep it up. Let's do one more. Which figure shows halves? Now if you can't read this, don't forget, this can read it to you.
Which figure shows halves?
Oh, this is so hard, friends. What do you think? I hope you said this one because that are 2 equal pieces, which makes it halves. So that's my IXL challenge for you today. Well, before you do that, I would love for you to stick around so you can be part of our Froggy Friday. Today we're going to be reading Froggy Goes to School. Isn't school such an amazing place? You know, I love school, and it was always my favorite place even when I was a kid. Loved seeing my teacher and my friends. And even though we can't be there right now because we're staying safe at home, we still have school in our hearts, don't we? So today we're going to be learning about what happens when Froggy goes to school. Are you ready? Now typically I sing the song with These Are My Glasses, but today I'm going to sing about my pom-poms. These are my pom-poms, this is my book. I put on my pom-poms and open up my book. Then I read, 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 and I look, look, look. Then I take off my pom-poms and think about my book. I'm going to keep my pom-poms on though because I love them so much. Will you help me read the title page? Froggy Goes to School. The author of this series is Jonathan London. He's the author of the book, and the illustrator is Frank Remerix. Froggy Goes to School. Now, when you get to first grade, you will have your own desk, just like these students have it too. Froggy Goes to School. It was the first day of school. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. The sun was high in the sky. "Oh no, the bus," he cried. "I'll miss the bus." He hopped out of bed and flopped outside. Flop, flop, flop. The school bus was leaving. "Wait, wait," he yelled and took a mighty hop. The bus hissed to a stop and the door folded open. Froggy flopped out of the steps. Flop, flop, flop. But when he reached the top, everybody laughed and pointed their fingers. Can you see why, friends? What is Froggy wearing to school today? I think he forgot to put on his outfit. "Froggy!" yelled his friend Max. "What? Did you forget something?" Froggy looked down. Oops, he was in his underwear. Let's see how Froggy handles this. He dashed to the back of the bus and hid behind Max's umbrella all the way to school. At school, he hopped behind the bushes. He tried to hide behind the flagpole. He rolled down the hall like a bowling ball, and in class he pretended to be a flower pot. Poor Froggy. "Froggy!" called his teacher. "What?" But it wasn't his teacher at all. It was his father. Froggy rubbed his eyes. He had been dreaming. He was still in bed. "Rise and shine, Froggy," said his father. "It's the first day of school." Oh, friends, thank goodness it was just a dream. This time, Froggy got all dressed. Zip, zoop, zoop, zut, 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 zat. Then he flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. He tried to pour milk on his bowl of flies, but the carton flew out of his hands. "You're just nervous about school, Froggy," said his mother. "Everybody is. The first day." "Not me," cried Froggy. Were you nervous on the first day of kindergarten? I was. A little bit. I was more excited, though. More excited. More excited than nervous, but it's okay to be nervous. Froggy's not nervous. He's excited too. And together they leaped frog all the way to the bus stop. Flop, flop, flop. At school, Froggy found his name tag on his table. He liked his name. It was the first word he knew how to read. It was the only word he knew how to read. Froggy! He read it out loud, louder and louder. Will you read all these sounds with me? Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Froggy! It's so important to be proud of your name. And I remember when many of you learned how to write your name for the first time. It was amazing. "Froggy!" cried his teacher, Miss Witherspoon. "What?" "Hush, dear, it's time to pay attention." They have to pay attention just like we do at our school. But it was hard to pay attention. He squirmed. He looked out the window at the falling leaves. He felt like a leaf falling. Plop! He fell out of his chair. Oops! Kindly stay in your seat, dear, said Miss Witherspoon. We'll sit on the floor at circle time. Oh, looks like Froggy needs help sitting correctly in his chair. At circle time, Miss Witherspoon said, Now, children, today I'd like you to tell us what you did last summer. Who wants to go first? Froggy shouted, Me, and so did Max. Miss Witherspoon went clap, 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 and everybody went clap, 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 clap with her. Then they grew very quiet. Now one at a time, said Miss Witherspoon. Looks like Miss Witherspoon and Miss Watkins have the same way of getting your attention. Do you remember when we used to do? Can you try it? Do you remember hands on top? Yeah. I wonder if Miss Witherspoon will also do hands on top. Everybody stop. Let's see. When Froggy's turn came, he jumped up and said, Last summer I learned how to swim. And he sang, Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier. Everybody jumped up and joined in. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier. I wonder who this new character will be. When, in walked the principal, Mr. Mugwort. Bubble, bubble, oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Mr. Mugwort glared at him. Then he joined in. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier, till the bell rang for recess. Looks like Mr. Mugwort is a really fun principal, just like Mr. Cannon. When Froggy flopped off the bus after school, his father said, Froggy, how was your first day of school? Great, said Froggy. I taught the principal how to swim. That's nice, said his mother. But where's your lunchbox and baseball cap? Oops, I left them at school. Oh, Froggy, will you ever learn, said his mother. That's why I'm going to school, Mom. And together they leapfrogged. All the way home. Will you help me read these words? Ready? They have a blend. Do you see it? Flop, flop, flop. And that's the end of Froggy Goes to School. It looks like Froggy had a great first day of school, just like we did on our first day of kindergarten. Well, on Monday, I want you to be thinking about your first day of school of kindergarten because we're going to be doing another narrative writing about our first day of school. So be thinking about that this weekend. I want to wish you a wonderful rest of your Friday. Remember to go back into iExcel and try this challenge about identifying halves, thirds, and fourths. In this episode, we also learned about how to robot recite our nursery rhymes. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. See you on Monday.